Devin and Shakur.
Right.
Because those two boxing phenoms, you know, if you're not on that level mentally, like, you're not even gonna compete with those two dudes.
Right.
You know?
It's such an interesting thing because a lot of people don't know. You know, the general public, when someone gets to like an elite level, they need some high profile fight in order for people to realize, because all the boxing fans realize, like Shakur is a great example. It's not really a household name, but he should be.
Shakur sees that. He's anticipating something to come. He knows he's going to explode in. So what does Shakur do? Teo takes a big step in. Shakur takes a big step back. You know, again, always understanding, because he has great eyes, understands boxing very well and movements. And Shakur is going to step out of range and make Teo fall short.
So much confidence in his power. So he doesn't give a f*** he's giving away a couple
Yeah, he
rounds
definitely be giving away rounds, but, you know, he just, in his mind, he know.
One Joe Rogan and Terence Crawford break down the Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez matchup, highlighting that Shakur is on another level. They explain that this fight isn't just about skill, it's about strategy, adaptability, and who can impose their style under pressure. Rogan praises Stevenson's unique defensive ability, while Crawford emphasizes his precision and timing. Together, they agree that this bout will truly reveal who is the best, as both athletes bring elite talent, intelligence, and heart to the ring.
I mean, he's an elite fighter. He's so f***ing good. But he needs like a big, high-profile fight, like Gervonta did, you know, against
Nobody
Ryan
want to fight
Garcia.
him.
Right.
Nobody want to fight him.
Yeah.
And I see why. You know, I get it. But at the same time, you know, they're going to have to see him sooner or later. No matter what, no matter how far they go, they're going to have to see him sooner or later. So, you know, all these fighters, you know, he's calling out everybody. He's calling out the Pitbull. He's calling out Lomachenko.
Yeah.
He's calling out Devin. He's calling out, you know, Tank. He's calling out everybody.
Yeah.
And he want to fight everybody right now.
Right.
You know, and that's a dangerous man when you know how talented he is. And he's motivated. He's focused. He's stay in the gym. He's a gym rat. He loves boxing to the core. Like, yeah, that's a dangerous man right now, because he got something on his mind that, you know, he wanna accomplish.
And he's still very young.
Yeah.
Very young and still getting better with every fight. Mm-hmm. Him versus Tank would be insane.
Yeah.
Tank is one of the most interesting fighters to watch because he's so different. His style is so different. You know, he's so economical. Like, he puts pressure on guys without throwing too many punches, and then starts to figure holes out, and the way he can explode and move in with one shot, my God.
Yeah, he very explosive. He's very explosive, and, you know, man, he be cracking them dudes.
Joe Rogan praises Shakur Stevenson's unique defensive style and overall fighting skills, calling them truly remarkable. He highlights how Stevenson's ability to read opponents, anticipate attacks, and control distance sets him apart from other fighters. Rogan emphasizes that this combination of defensive intelligence and technical precision allows Stevenson to stay composed under pressure, avoid unnecessary risks, and capitalize on openings, making him one of the most skilled and difficult fighters to face in modern boxing.
Mayweather.
Yeah.
His fucking defense was incredible.
Yeah. Defense, and he stayed, and that guy was putting the guy from Golden Boy, I can't remember his name, who he fought, but was just a good fighter and was really pressuring him. And Shakur stayed in the pocket.
Yeah.
He stayed in the pocket.
He also said he's not
calling him a runner before.
Anymore.
He's not a runner, yeah.
But he said after that fight, I'm not going to fight that way anymore. He said, I took too many shots.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he wanted to like put on a show and show everybody he's not just a runner. He could stand in the pocket.
Right.
Then he's like, why am I doing this? I'll box the shit out of these motherfuckers.
Yeah. I mean, he's a silver
get
medalist,
too.
that guy.
Yeah. Oh, he's elite. He's elite.
Yeah.
And just one of the best, like, as far as skill.
Greg Hackett provides an insightful take on Teofimo Lopez, focusing on the mental and physical factors that define his fights. He points out that Lopez believes a knockout is his primary path to victory, relying on his speed, strength, and mindset to dominate. Hackett recalls Lopez's bout with Lomachenko, noting how his intensity and hunger made the champion cautious. However, he stresses that today Lopez is different. Fame and expectations have changed his approach. While Lopez possesses all the necessary tools, power, speed, footwork, and mentality, he often fails to combine them effectively. Sometimes he has speed without power or power without timing. Hackett concludes that if Lopez can align all his skills and focus at once, he has the potential to defeat Shakur Stevenson.
Lopez, mentally.
For sure.
You know what I
For
mean?
sure. Teo talking about, you feel like he can get him out of there in 9. Do you feel like that's the only opportunity that he could do to get the victory is by getting him out of there and, not boxing Shakur?
I'm going to tell you this. When Teo fought Lomachenko, right? I'll tell you what it was. His strength, his speed, and his mindset, that fight was why Lomachenko was so hesitant to throw. Teo could do the same thing to Shakur, but now it's a different day. He wasn't as famous as he is now as he was back then. Back then he was more hungry.
Cool.
When he fought Lomachenko, he was hungry.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's been a while since he's been really hungry and been really wanting to win the fight. I think this fight could be that, but his mindset, his focus, his strength and everything, he got to bring everything to the table. And he could beat Shakur because he has the ingredients. The problem is he can't put them together. Sometimes he show up with the speed without the power. Sometimes he show up with the power without the footwork. Sometimes he show up with the footwork without the mindset. You know what I'm saying? He be in pieces. If he bring everything to the table, he'll be cool.
Yeah. Do you feel like that's the leader of the new school when it comes down to those two guys?
No. The leader of the new school would be Abdullah Mason. The reason why, he's 21 years old. He's been pro for like 4 years.
Tim Bradley, a former world champion and experienced boxing analyst, provides an in-depth breakdown of the eagerly anticipated fight between Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson. He begins by highlighting the stark contrast in their fighting styles and how these differences could significantly influence the fight's outcome. Lopez, Bradley notes, relies heavily on explosive, twitchy movements that generate remarkable power in short bursts. His ability to deliver rapid combinations while seamlessly transitioning between offense and defense makes him a dangerous and unpredictable opponent capable of changing the course of a fight in an instant. This aggressive and dynamic style has cemented Lopez's reputation as one of the hardest-hitting fighters in his division. Yet, Bradley emphasizes that such an approach carries inherent risks, particularly when facing a methodical and technically skilled boxer like Stevenson. Stevenson excels in timing, defensive awareness, and precision, making it challenging for Lopez to land clean, effective shots. Bradley concludes that while Lopez's raw power and speed are formidable, Stevenson's calculated and disciplined style could neutralize those strengths, turning the fight into a fascinating clash of strategy, skill, and adaptability, where patience and timing may ultimately decide the winner.
The feet is what gets you in position to be able to land those shots. Footwork is extremely important. When I look at both these guys and I look at Shakur's footwork, I look at Teo's footwork, and what I noticed about Teo's footwork in particular is that in order to be able to throw with the amount of power that he has, I've noticed with Teo, there's always a subtle pause before he actually explodes. And Teo's a guy that likes to explode into contact, like to explode into his opponents, man, to land his offense. Fast, twitchy type muscles, fibers. He's extremely fast. Some may say that his twitchiness kind of reminds him of like Roy Jones' type of movements, how quick he's able to close that distance on his opposition. However, he's in there with a guy that is a master at controlling distance. That's he's a master at literally, getting in his position, right, in the position where he wants to be and taking away your positioning. And with doing so, he takes away your feet, and that's why I think feet are going to be extremely important in this. If you can keep your opponent off balance, for instance, let me just give you an example. It's like Teo explodes. There's a subtlety before he explodes with his offense. And as soon as Shakur sees that, He's anticipating something to come. He knows he's going to explode in. So what does Shakur do? Teo takes a big step in. Shakur takes a big step back. You know, again, always understanding because he has great eyes.